So this is the second episode on June 2nd of Friday. I'm going to go ahead and just bang out two of these. This is another thing that I was thinking about today when I was just chilling at work. Honestly, I think about the podcast and topics and stuff at work a lot, mainly because I listen to country music most of the time. My playlist is, right? It's a lot of country music, a lot of older country music, a lot of neo-traditional, a few spotted kind of country songs like Eric Church and stuff that's within the like the newer stuff, Chris Stapleton for example. But then also it has a lot of folk rock and stuff like that, southern rock, and also has a little bit of pop in there. Yeah, your boy likes a little bit of pop in his life. A few rap songs, little Nelly every once in a while. I know it just sounds kind of weird, thing coming from me, but anybody that knows me, like IRL, will actually be like, I never really imagined him singing to "It's Getting Hot in Here," but sometimes, man, you just are vibing. So, anyways, this is going to be, I think, a little bit of a quicker episode than the last one. I can't really say yes or no to it because, like I said, I go into these podcasts with limits or restrictions on time or whatever. I kind of like to enjoy the little podcasts. So I'm going to go ahead and just make a little podcast. It might be a little bit quicker. I don't really necessarily know about this. Um, but maybe like this is going to be like a 15-minute, 14-minute podcast, and we're going to go ahead and just talk for a quick little minute. And yeah, this is just going to be a basic 15, 20 minutes of just like how do you support the artist, right? How do you support your artists that are like not mainstream, who are out there grinding really hard, working, traveling around, doing shows everywhere, doing shows in limited areas. Like a lot of artists that are born in Texas or Oklahoma, they stay in that area because they can't afford to travel east, west, middle. They don't have that flexibility. But when they do make it over to the East Coast, so number one, number de uno, the way that you support your artists, I would say in this day and age, you would support them the best would be with financial ways, sure. But I would say the number one way that you can support your artists that are trying to get their name out there, they're trying to do concerts in different places in different states, support them via social media, right? Support them that way. Get their name out there. Talk to them about your friends. Be like, hey man, I really like this. Insert, like for instance, Josh Morningstar, right? He is coming to my area very soon. I listen to Josh Morningstar a lot. I really dig his music. I've never really necessarily heard a lot of his music because a lot of his music is off Spotify and you can't really buy CDs. I tried and attempted to buy some CDs one time and they were out of stock, which happens a lot, especially these days, right? But I would say that, hey, them via social media, right? Support them in any way. Talk to your friends. Like I talked to my boy Christian, which I've mentioned before. I told Christian, hey man, Josh is coming to, this area and I really would like to take you. So I'm going to buy 2 tickets. We're going to go see him and we're going to have a good time. I take him. He has a really good time. He's going to start listening to his music and then he'll be like, hey, insert other friend here. I went to go listen to this guy that Cole told me about, and he's killer. He's awesome. I would like you to listen to him, and it just keeps going down the line. It's like a ping pong ball. It just bang, boom, bang, boom. It's like Forrest Gump, man. He's winning that gold medal. Or you have the pinball machine where it's just going back and forth, just bing, bong, bing, right? It's just crazy. Social media and telling people by word of mouth, I would say is number one. Number two, go out and support them at their concerts. Go to those concerts, enjoy them. When they come, it may be limited, they may only come to the East Coast at one specific time. Go out and support them. I know money's really tight in life. It's hard to justify spending money on events and stuff, but when it comes to those artists, I feel like it's not necessarily a duty or an obligation, but it's a way that I can support them in a way where I can show up for them. I can be there vibing with the music. I can show them that I appreciate them, and they also in return appreciate us being there. And I know from other concerts I've ever been to is if the crowd is not digging it, it's so hard for an artist to really enjoy and be there. It can happen, but when the crowd's into it, when they're singing their songs, when they're having a good time with us, now that, dude, that is special. It's amazing groove. It's amazing to have. It's the atmosphere. It's the fellow man, the fellow country guy. I can be like, between 500 people with me, and we are all the same person at that moment. We are all having fun. We're all enjoying it. We may enjoy different songs. We may not know all the songs. We may be a guy up the front row. Like I seen at one concert. It was a Cody Jinks concert. I guess his buddy took him, and he's never heard of it. He was pulling up the lyrics on Spotify and singing along that he was having such a good time because he didn't know the lyrics. But I found that amazing. That was such a cool thing. But having that and supporting them when their albums release, preloading them on Apple Music, whatever, Apple Music, Google Music, Amazon Music, pre-ordering vinyl albums through the website, that stuff shows them. Sales drives them sometimes. When they see a record that does really good, they're like, let's go. I worked really hard on this and it's showing. So just go out there, man, and try to support them in any way that you can. But when it comes to, like, for instance, right, I just bought a whole bunch of Cody and Ward Davis merch because they had their Memorial Day sale. When they have sales like that and I have a chance where I can actually buy a few things because, it's life. Bills come up. You're in debt, whatever. But whenever I can spare a little bit of time and money, I always will try to support those artists because not necessarily that they need the money like that. Like merch is a really important part of how they get their money, but it's also a way where I can wear this and represent them and talk about them in public. For instance, when I went to the Cody Jinks concert, Erin Varencourt, she had the concert and I really digged her, so I bought some merch at her table, right? It's with Cody's table as well, so it was all together because she signed, which I've talked about before, to his record label. However, I bought that shirt and I wore it to North Wilkesboro race, right? I'm actually wearing my North Wilkesboro Chevy racing shirt right now. Um, I wore that shirt instead of like a NASCAR shirt. I wore that shirt because I was like, I want to represent her, and I was hoping someone would be like, "Hey, who is that?" And I could be like, "Oh man, you got to listen to her. She's awesome." And a cool little story from that is I wore that shirt, right? And someone stopped me as we're walking back from. There was a concert after the race, which we didn't stay for because I really don't really like Chase Rice that much, to be honest with you. I just wanted to go listen to the open. He did a good job. And I got stopped, and this dude, like, taps me on the shoulder, right? And I'm like, it's NASCAR. This man could be hammered. He wants to fight. So I'm, like, expecting the worst. And then he, like, looks at me. He says, hey, man, can I take your picture of your shirt? And I'm sitting there like, sure? So he takes the picture, and he looks at me and he says, I'm a friend of Erin, and I'm going to send it to her. I said, that is awesome. I said, she performed with Cody and Charlotte, and they absolutely killed it, man. They did a great job. And wearing shirts like that and supporting them that way is very important. That's one of the things that I would say is wear their merch in public so people can stop you and be like, hey, Cole, who is that? And I'd be like, oh, this is Ward Davis, man. He has such a killer album. It's called Black Cats and Crows. You should go listen to it. I would really recommend this track, this track, this track, or just listen to the album in general and learn. You should go listen to them. So, alright. So, I feel like this is just going to be one of those short little episodes. Nothing too detailed, but I would like to get this one out because I feel like this is important. Supporting the artist and who they are is so important to me because I know that it's got to be hard to be creating the way that they are. It's hard to record albums all the time, not necessarily all the time, but recording songs, writing songs. I know how hard it is to write a short story. I write short stories all the time. It's really hard sometimes to get in that creative mind. They are human just like us, man. And we should show them, not necessarily that we idolize them all the time, but we should show them that we do care for them and we really appreciate their music and what they do for us, man. So I would say that, hey, guys, go out, support these artists, and with them, enjoy their music, and talk about them with your friends, and just learn about them even more. Look them up, how you can support them in any avenue, in any way, shape, and life. Even if it's just listen to Spotify, man. Listen to their music on Spotify, and they get a cut of that, right? Every so often. So just be there for them, listen to their music, enjoy their music, talk about their music, and whenever you have the means financially to support them, go out and do that. It's just the way that I view things. Anyways, I am going to get off here. I probably need to go do some responsibilities here. I need to adult, as they say, which is very sad because I don't like adulting. But I will say the next episode, I'm expecting to do another deep dive discography of Casper McQuaid, which is an artist that you may not know. He is from Oklahoma originally, tours a lot in Texas, and I really want to talk about him. I have a lot of special viewpoints and stuff that I would really enjoy talking with through his discography, so I'm going to start listening to his music even more and touching on that EP like I previously said in the previous episode, right? And I am going to get off here, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoy whatever day this is uploaded. Traditionally, I usually upload on Thursday, Saturday, but since I'm going to have probably about 4 episodes for this week, I'm really excited about that. I can't wait. And I'm making maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, or Monday, or Sunday, Tuesday. We'll see how it works. You'll hear it when you hear it, right? And yeah, I'm going to get off here. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you always checking me out and supporting me in any way you can. I'm looking at different avenues of stuff, and I'm getting really excited and learning how to kind of go out and about and doing stuff in my own way and really supporting these artists in whatever capacity that I truly can. And yep. All right. So, like always, you guys are just killer. I appreciate every one of you listening, my friends, my family. You guys are just the best. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Stay cool, stay awesome, and as I always say, keep country music alive, baby. You guys take care. See you later.